If you've been following the Marysville real estate market lately, you might be wondering if we're heading for a crash. The short answer, no. But we are seeing a significant shift toward a much more balanced environment. Right now, the Marysville Exempted Village School District is moving away from the ultra-tight sellers market of recent years. This isn't a market correction, it's a move toward healthier conditions for both buyers and sellers. While prices remain higher than last year, buyer behavior is becoming much more selective. Let's look at the actual numbers for November 2025. The median sales price is $346,000, up 4.1% from this time last year. Even more impressive, the year-to-date median is $390,000, which is nearly a 10% jump from 2024. However, the average sales price dropped about 12.7% to $329,200. This tells us that more mid-priced homes are moving right now, rather than just the high-end properties that dominated the market previously. Inventory is rising significantly. We currently have 64 active listings, a 28% increase from last year. Because of this, homes are staying on the market longer, averaging about 31 days compared to just 23 days last November. While 1.5 months of supply is still technically a seller-leaning market, it gives buyers more breathing room than the blink and it's gone pace of the past. The most important story right now is where the buyers are actually looking. Nearly 70% of all showing activity is happening for homes priced between $200,000 and $399,999. The absolute sweet spot is the $300,000 to $400,000 range, which accounts for over 42% of all showings. Once a home is priced above $600,000, buyer activity becomes very limited. For buyers, more inventory means less pressure to rush into a decision. Since homes are sitting longer, you finally have time for proper inspections and negotiations. Smart strategy: focus on listings that have been on the market longer than 30 days, as those sellers are often more flexible on price and terms. For sellers, your strategy has to change. Buyer attention drops off the moment a home is priced outside those high demand ranges. We're seeing that while homes sell for about 98.5% of their final list price, they are only getting about 95.8% of their original price. This means if you don't price it right from day one, you'll likely face a price adjustment later. We're seeing these trends play out specifically in our most popular local neighborhoods. Areas like Mill Valley, Scott Farms, Adena Point, and Green Pastures are all experiencing a noticeable slowdown. These communities remain very popular with buyers, but success there is now tied directly to that $300,000 to $400,000 price point, where the majority of the demand is sitting. I've been getting a lot of questions about these changes. People want to know, is it still a seller's market? Technically, yes, because inventory is still low, but it's the most balanced it's felt in years. Another big one is, do I need to do major repairs before I sell? Not necessarily. In this market, correct pricing and good presentation often matter more than major renovations. Finally, if you're wondering how long it takes to sell, plan for about 30 days, provided the home is positioned correctly from the start. The big takeaway for late 2025 is that the Marysville market is no longer about how fast can we list. It's about how well a home is positioned. Demand is still very strong, especially in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, but buyers are being selective. Success now requires a deep understanding of current showing data and a sharp negotiation strategy. If you'd like to see how these numbers apply to your specific street or your moving plans, reach out anytime. I'm always happy to walk through the data to help you make an informed move.